right, well, welcome to stupid dark 30 in the morning.
It's the very early morning of day 3 of RAGBRAI, the great ride across Iowa. And if you're not familiar with this, it's like 50% riding your bike across Iowa and 50% partying your way across Iowa.
Yeah. Now, this is our first RAGBRAI, and we're riding it with Team Winnebago, in case you somehow missed it. The bright red jerseys.
And not only will we be riding with tens of thousands of other cycling masochists through today's projected heat and wind, we're also going to be riding with Winnebago's president today, Chris West.
Right. Now, we've hatched this plan to do a kind of a rolling interview and film it with Chris West, and this plan it's a bit involved.
We've recruited our friend Mark all the way from Missouri to bring his e-cargo bike, and I'm going to sit on the back of the e-cargo bike backwards and film James and Chris while we roll along.
You're gonna be like one of those Tour de France camera guys on the back of a bike.
I'm sure I'm gonna get some confused looks. So anyway, come along with us for a day of RAGBRAI craziness and hopefully Chris West putting up with us.
Yeah, well, speaking of Chris, we don't want to be late to meet the president, so let's get going. Doing RAGBRAI with an RV means there are logistics to work out, and on this day we had arranged for a friend to give us a ride back to our RV so we both could ride.
Most people stay in tents, but we really like having our own bathroom, shower, beds.
And the best one, air conditioning.
So with the team assembled, it's finally rollout time.
Today is day 3 of RAGBRAI, a 75-mile ride from Estherville to Forest City.
And RAGBRAI going to Forest City this year, it's extra special because it's the home of Winnebago and where our Echo was made.
And we've also got friends who live there, like Tristan riding with us. He's a safety engineer for Winnebago. All right, so today, special guest, we're riding with Chris West, president of Winnebago Motorhomes, right?
Right.
Okay. Chris, is this your first RAGBRAI?
This is my first RAGBRAI. I'm a virgin.
All right, well, I've been at it for a whole 3 days, so I don't know that you're in good hands or not. So, if you don't know about Chris, he is a triathlete, but far more serious of a triathlete than I ever was as a cyclist. How did you get into triathlons?
Actually, I was a marathoner.
Really?
And prior to that, I was a soccer player. Played soccer for 34 years of my life.
Yeah?
And at 38, I had a pretty serious back injury. Doctors told me I would never play soccer, never run, never do anything. And I decided I was going to defy that. Right. Got into marathoning and ran my first one. Was actually decent. So I thought I'm going to make something of it. Ran about 50 marathons and decided I need my next.
You need another challenge.
I need my next fix. And just signed up for my very first Ironman race, not knowing even how to swim. So I had to learn how to swim on YouTube and got my first race, and that was the fix I needed.
Wow.
And so yeah.
But like training for an Ironman, that takes up a lot of time, right?
It does, yes.
So how do you, I imagine as president of Winnebago, well, first, which is harder?
President of Winnebago.
President of Winnebago is harder than an Ironman. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think so many other people are counting on you. In an Ironman race, it's you against yourself. When running a business, there's a lot of people counting on you. A lot of people counting on you to lead the business. And so in a race or an Ironman, it's just you.
You're only letting yourself down.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
You're not letting anybody else down.
I get it. So, but how do you find the time, like physically, how do you do it? Because we know, Stef and I, that it's hard to keep up a fitness schedule. I imagine you have to travel. How do you do that on the road or when you travel?
Well, there's one of my favorite quotes, Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
I get up and do today what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what others can't.
Okay.
And that's been my motto. So what I do is I get up early. I make a choice every day to fit things in. You make sacrifices. I've gone on trips, taken my trainer with me, travel with my bike, find a place to go swim. I was driving back from Amana, from
the rally.
Stopped along the side of the road, found a body of water, Jumped in the lake, went on a 1.5-mile swim just to be able to fit it in.
Just some random fishing hole?
Yeah.
Wow.
I looked it up on the map and decided to go there, asked a few locals how safe it was to swim, and jumped in and first swim.
Dang.
You just find a way.
That's impressive. So when you're training, for my own knowledge, what's your FTP? How many watts do you normally push?
My FTP right now is around 260. The highest I've had, it's 280.
That's him telling me I'm in trouble. It's gonna be a long day.
I'm undertrained right now, so you're in good shape.
So this is just like an Ironman, right?
Close. We don't get breaks like this, though. I wish we did.
Want a beer?
Yeah.
One of the unique things about RAGBRAI is how each of the small towns you bike through, they have amusing, let's just call them events, like this pedal tractor pull. Tristan challenged me, and 2 guys, vehicles, yeah, it's a contest. This one didn't turn out too well for me, though. Tristan thoroughly kicked my butt.
After James's bitter defeat, we were back on the road.
Now this pace we can do all day.
This we can do all day. Well, while we're waiting here for the traffic to clear,
Traffic stop.
so everybody says that it's a really challenging time in the RV industry. But at this point, we've heard it so much, it kind of just sounds like something people say. What specifically challenges are you facing? Is it supply chain like back during COVID?
No, you have 2 factors. COVID actually ended up creating a pretty big high in the market.
Yeah.
I think there was a bit of an overbuild from an inventory standpoint that we're still have a bit of a hangover on that. More than anything, though, it's the economic downturn. Consumer sentiment is probably the lowest it's been in a long time.
Interest rates probably figure into that.
Interest rates kind of started it several years ago, but now you just have consumers who are really slow to spend money, and it's made it really difficult. People are just super hesitant. That ultimately translates into dealers having the same level of sentiment, and then they slow down on what they're willing to put into the market. The towns really come out, don't they?
Oh yeah.
The nozzle, and you're going to spray water at the keg on the cable.
Okay. Oh, got
And then
it.
essentially you're pushing the cable to the opposite end.
Ah.
So
First
2
one.
teams will shoot against each other, and
Okay.
Up a little higher. To the left, I think.
Yeah, I can't see. It was good, but we look bad for beating the kids.
All right, say you're playing cards with the president of Thor and the president of Forest River, Jayco, whomever, right? And the dealer flips over a card. What's the one card as Winnebago that the dealer flips over that causes you to say, all in, I got this, it's in the bag? What's Winnebago's greatest advantage? That's what I'm getting at.
I believe it's honestly our people. There's something about the culture of our team in Iowa. The rich, proud history of this team, it's unreal. I spent the first 9 months of my tenure in this new role having one-on-one conversations with our employees, listening to them talk. And we've got people that have 50 plus years in the business.
I know, that blows my mind.
It's crazy. Just listening to them what's working, what's not working, what worked before, what are you the most proud of, what do you like, what do you not like. And what really came out of it is they have a deep, deep, deep pride in the history and the legacy of the brand, the quality, the innovation. They want to win. And to me, it's our biggest advantage.
I worked for Winnebago till I retired.
I didn't know Winnebago hired tacos.
They don't.
Larry Kunkel.
Larry Kunkel.
I worked 47 years at Winnebago.
Oh, wow, thank you.
How many years ago I retired?
Okay, I just want everyone to see the ridiculousness that we are riding behind.
She just called us out.
This is what we're looking at. You got a very good princess wave, Stef.
I've never been able to see cyclists like this. Straight on. Really weird.
We're, as ambassadors, we're heavily involved in the social side of Winnebago. So let me ask, how big of a role does the Winnebago community, or the owners, how much does that factor into your day-to-day decisions?
You're going to find a central theme with me. At the end of the day, there's two things we care most about, is we care about people and we care about the product. And so whether it's the consumers, whether it's our employees, whether it's our dealer channel, everybody plays a part in making this successful. At the end of the day, though, we live for our consumers. Without our consumers, we don't have a business. So our job is to find out what our consumers want, what they need, and be able to give that to them in the most affordable way possible.
They're making the ice cream right there.
I got peach and raspberry. Yeah, this is the spot.
Wow, peach, that's fantastic.
We're riding into Forest City today, but it feels a little odd to be riding into Forest City in July and not having Camp Winnebago.
You know, when I took the role, I thought it was important that we understand where the business is, understand where our consumers are, and I feel like, based on my early days, we'd lost a little bit of touch with who our consumers were. And you could see that in some of the past Camp Winnebagos, that we weren't really reaching the community. We saw with a lot of the events that were run by our community members, they were finding a way to connect with our consumers in a way that we weren't. So I have to go back to where I started. I wanted to listen to our employees. We did the same thing here and said, look, if we want to get this right, we want to rebuild this business, we need to listen and go out to where our consumers are, figure out what they like, what they do. And that's ultimately what we're spending this year doing, is going out to the community events that are hosted by the community to understand our consumer base far better than I think we've ever done before. And we're living it. We have people that are going out, our marketing teams, our product teams are showing up. We've got our service teams showing up. We're trying to find a way to make sure that we absolutely connect and understand, so that as we bring Camp Winnebago back, we really hit the nail on the head, or we hit the bullseye on the target, and providing an event that's meaningful to our consumers.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong and tight-knit community, and
yes, it is.
We're happy to be a part of it.
But you know, it's something else that really differentiates us from most other brands is the community. The community that we have is something I believe is a true differentiator from most other brands in the RV industry. It's something I'm proud of, and that's why it's something that we're not going to give up on. It's something we're going to double down on. We just have to get it right. And again, primary reason why we said this year, let's go listen. And that's what we're doing. So I've got a feeling that James is going to want to interview for the next 35 miles.
No, I'm seeing people pass us is really starting to get to me.
Is it?
I don't like that. It's not a comfortable feeling. What do you say we put the hammer down to the next town?
Huh? All right, you ready?
Let's do it. All right, so we've made it back here to Forest City, Iowa, the hometown of Winnebago Industries.
Wow, that was a long ride. It's like 75 miles. I had fun on the back of my little bike.
Princess Wade,
Yeah.
that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Chris West. Thank you for riding with us, Chris. It was fantastic, and he's a badass on a bike, and I really should be careful who I offer to ride with.
He really was pulling you a lot of the way. But we're here in Forest City. There's a bunch of parties happening tonight. There's going to be music, there's RVs on display, and we are excited to be here celebrating with the community tonight.
So we're going to shower up and take care of the celebrating later on, and then hopefully Chris will ride with us again. Probably not a bad day at the office. Anyway,
For sure.
that'll do it for now. We'll see you later. Bye.